Welcome back to my channel, and this time we're doing something fun for our set championship. In today's deck builders series, we are building Amber Ruby toys. Amber Ruby toys is everywhere, but this build is even spicier. In this build, the goal is to make the deck have multiple ways to explode versus certain matchups. The card that I'm thinking of adding to the mix is Rockstar Stitch. He provides a lot of synergies with the toys such as the Hand in the Box and Woody Jungle Guide. Playing the low-cost toy characters also makes Stitch just a natural addition, as most of the toys don't do a lot on the play. But in combination with Jessie, Lively Cowgirl, you can play multiple 2-cost or lower characters, draw cards with Stitch, and reduce your opponent's strength all at the same time. The gameplay you'll see is versus an Infinity deck, since DLC Indiana is right around the corner, but I still need to win the set championship, Matt, and Woody foil promo. The ideal curve is to go Angel into Ham into Singakud on turn 3, and Ham's effect to play Stitch early. Or you can play Mulan, Injured Soldier, into Ruben, into Jessie, then on turn 4, use Ruben to remove damages from Mulan and play the Rockstar Stitch. The more broken line is to go Woody, Waiting for a Friend, into an Angel, then on turn 3, shift Woody, quest, play a Bodyguard, and pray that he lives. If he does, next turn we're going to sing a Cood, play the Stitch, and use Woody's effect once again to draw 2 with Stitch Rockstar's effect as well. So here we are, and enjoy the gameplay as you can see how the deck can possibly operate before we start making our changes. Alright, so this is just game 1. It took a long one, actually. I'm going second right here. We're going against an Infinity deck because our locals is still on Infinity in preparation for DLC Indiana coming up soon, maybe 2 weeks. So I actually pass going first. I went first here actually. I play Ham on 2. My opponent inks Fishbone Quill to play a Oswald. So right here, since we're playing against blue, essentially, you have a lot of time before they actually start doing something. So you're both just setting up. Your opponent's setting up an item. You're setting up your characters. So right here we play Jessie, I believe. That's Jessie right there. It's a good card to actually set up on 3. Especially if you're if I had a 1-drop Woody here, next turn I could have just quested and drawn a card, but since we missed, we don't get to do that. We have to commit another toy character and then do it, which is what I actually did. So this is turn 4. Since we have the Ham, we were able to play the Woody on 4, and then Jessie would quest and draw a card, and practically there's not a card that my opponent can play to out the Jessie other than Vitalisphere. So just a reminder, this is against an Infinity deck, and we are playing Core Constructed. So the power levels in general is not even the same, but it doesn't matter because we're making a deck, right? We're trying to see if the deck works, if the deck actually makes sense, if the cards that we have in the deck, the 60 cards that we have, do they synergize together? Do they make sense together as a 60 card deck? What kind of curves can we do? What kind of plays can we do? That's the whole point of the deck's building series. So it kind of doesn't matter the result. We're just trying to look at what we can do, what we could add here in certain spots. So right here, this is turn 5, right? Again, Ham lives. So we can't really play a lot of stuff here other than Stitch. And then play the Hannah box, which is, I think, one of the main reasons I wanted to play the Stitch, because cards like Hand in a Box, I'm sorry, to play that character for free. And I was actually starting with Lilo and Pudge in this build, but they were just dead cards in general. Unfortunately, I couldn't play more dead cards other than the toys. I needed to play cards that actually made sense with Stitch and not just 2 costs and 1 cost, you know? It needed to at least do something. So there's that. My opponent playing Scrooge right here. Scrooge is actually a pretty good card. Good stats. My fear here was actually Sisu, the big one. The empowered sibling. Because it'll just wipe our whole board, but not really, because we play cards like Stitch. We have Jessie. We were still playing Nani in this build, which I'm not a fan of anymore. But Nani is also another 3 strength. We also have the Headless Horseman, 4 strength. We have Rex, 3 strength. So there's a lot of characters here that actually survives Under the Sea and Core Constructed, which is actually pretty good. Because I did build the deck thinking we're playing Core Constructed for the set championship. Right here, I was playing one Grandmother Willow. I could not find my other Ruben, so I had to just play essentially another Ruben, right? Not quite the same though, unfortunately. So right here, we're just gonna start doing insane things. Since we have the Rockstar Stitch, we're able to play a bunch of low cost characters. Especially at this point when we have the tree, or I guess Ruben and Ham, right? This Stitch can even swing into like an Oswald or someone that's important, and then you can heal it off with Ruben and start playing like cheaper character still. So even though it's a Mother Willow here, you can do that. So right here, we're just literally going to play toys and Scrooge, draw cards, and establish a board. Akud, broken, play another toy somewhere, or a Mowgli or a Rex, right? So we're not that bad against dogs, actually. So right here, I have a bunch of characters, and I was telling him like if I had Jessie here, if we didn't take out the Jessie, with a -1 all the entire board right here, you can't swing back. Being the red-blue deck, they have a lot of answers to a board like this, especially because I'm not an aggro deck, essentially. You're not like playing Daisy or the new Prince that could quest aggressively. We're more of like a combo deck that can draw a lot and do a lot of cool things versus like actually like questing to 20 fast. And we have a good stat. We have a good statted characters, and that's also why this deck might actually be real, because we are good into Under the Sea. We're not susceptible as much as you would think. So right here, our opponent's just doing a lot of Scrooge stuff, value trading, and all that stuff with Vitalis Sphere. We actually end up losing here because our opponent just played the Infinity Tamatoa and quested for 8 twice to basically end the game. The weakness of the deck is most likely going to be itself, as it's not a complete deck, and that's what I need all of you guys to jump in the comment section and see how we can improve this deck moving forward. But in my short amount of testing, I seen Blurple as a problem, and that's why I added Scrooge, Ghostly Ebenezer, so we can have a problematic character that cracks back at the ward characters efficiently, and a hard Hades target. Dogs can be a problem, but with Headless Horseman and Scrooge, we should be able to slow them down from the early to the mid aggression, if it happens. This deck can play Headless Horseman on 3 if you open up with Mulan Injured Soldier alongside Ruben. Another weakness is the draw efficiency in the deck. It's cool if you get the Stitch off, but that's not always the game plan. Scrooge on 2 and getting bigger is a perfect target for Ohana Means Family. Card considerations are Dale, as your Woody and Stitch can swing back if needed. Angel, so you can sing a coot earlier and often without having your bigger cost characters singing. And another one is just having more 2-cost bodyguards like David that Woody can play so you can protect him as soon as you shift him in. And the last one is actually Ohana Means Family. We play Scrooge, and we also have obviously the Rockstar Stitch, who can take a lot of damage swinging in and actually living, so you can draw multiple cards with Ohana Means Family. And this is my updated list. And that's it. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more of the deck building series. And good luck on your set championship. Thank you for watching.